Now, Rabotai Yekarim, the Chazon Ish tells us that your entire life is in the blood, and we have in the book of Deuteronomy in Parashat Re'eh that the Chazon Ish here quotes Adam hu nefesh, that the blood, that is the in essence, that's the soul, a significant part of the soul. And he continues here and he says that even after man was created, his existence is still not ensured, for his life is dependent on a regular supply of food to renew his body's blood. The Creator provided grains, wine, and oil, other plants, and countless types of fruit trees, each of them incorporating different qualities that can provide nourishment to man, heal his body, nurture him, and enable him to live on this earth. Mankind has already managed to study the great wisdom in the structure of every plant of every kind, all of which bear witness to their Creator and to his endless wisdom. So he says anybody that studies even a simple plant will see evidence of the Creator. But yet you have many people that have not studied the wisdom of the plants. In fact, they have not even studied the wisdom of their own blood, yet they say there's no Creator. How so? Something went wrong. Now, what is wrong? Why is somebody that has the same brain just like you, or it looks like it from the outside, after you pop the head open, brain comes out, looks the same. Doesn't matter whether you're black, white, green, burgundy, there's no, your brain looks the same. Inside, Rabotai, we all bleed red. Don't make a difference what your race is. Don't make a difference what your nationality is. Don't make a difference if you're Ashkenazi or Sephardi. Don't make a difference. Even though somebody's going to tell you if you're Ashkenazi, you're probably, your blood's white because you guys are cold. No. It's red, I promise you. I promise you it's red. I promise you it's red. And if you're a Sephardi, your blood must be spicy because you eat so much. No, I promise you it's red. It's probably spicy, it's red, but it's all Sephardic food is red somehow. But it's red. Everybody's blood is red. And if he's black, maybe it's Kool-Aid. No. I promise you, it's red. It's the same thing. Everybody, I'm telling you, it's red. And if it's Chinese, it tastes like Chinese food. No, it's red. It's the same thing. You can make fun of everybody and it's yourself at the same time. Why? You're all the same. So how come his brain, your brain, everybody's brain, my brain, all look the same? But one guy believes when you tell him the emet, and the other guy doesn't believe. One girl, you tell her you have to be modest, she puts a kisui rosh on. But you're single. Yeah, but I want to be like the Rambam says. The Rambam says you're 6 years old, you already put kisui rosh on. No, I have to wait till you're married. I want to be on Bala Tshuva 6 months, already put a kisui rosh on Ishtabach Shimo. She says to me today, listen, there's a few people making fun of me. What should I do? I said, block them from your life. Oh, well, that's a great idea. Why didn't I think of it? I said, so you're trying to be a tzadikah, they still want you to be a reshait. No, but they said, because I'm single. I said, do you like the kisui rosh? She goes, I love it. It's what connects me to Hashem. I said, so why would you take it off? She goes, exactly, but I was looking. Thank you. That's the answer I needed. You don't have to because you're single, because the halacha is you don't have to until you're married. But if you like it, ashrech. Wow. The Rambam is celebrating your name in Shamayim. He says, look at this tzadikah. You don't have to, but you're doing it. Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. So how come this tzadikah puts a kisui rosh on without even getting married? She's doing even more than halacha. Chasidut. Midat chasidut. And then the other one can't even put a shirt on. How come? She has a brain, One guy, you tell him, learn. He starts learning, he's like, Rabbi, I didn't learn that much today, only 8 hours. Only 8 hours today. Another guy, Rabbi, it's too much, 15 minutes a day. Can I just do it every couple of days, 15 minutes? How come? I'll tell you guys. You see, we have a neshama. Now, the neshama is spiritual. It's not something physical. It's not something that's tangible, that you could hold it in your hand, that you could see it with your eyes. And then we have the body, the clothing, if you will, for this neshama. Now, we know that the neshama continues to stay inside the body thanks to the food that the body eats. The philosophers were confused at this. Why were they confused? They were confused because they understood there has to be a neshama, there has to be a soul, there has to be a spirituality to the body, because everyone knows 1 minute he's alive, another minute he's dead, but nothing changed. The body's still complete, but 1 minute he's alive, 1 minute he's dead. So they understood that something changed, and it's not something you could see with your eyes. So everyone agrees that there has to be some type of soul, even if they can't explain how it exists and why it stays in and why it doesn't exist. But they also understood that this neshama must have food, physical food, in order to stay in the body. How do you know? Go ahead, try stop eating for a few days. See what happens to that neshama. Neshama will leave. Why? You die. So you have to eat. But that doesn't make any sense to the philosophers. Why? How could something spiritual live off of something physical? You're not going to go see some neshamot, some ruchot, some demons eating an apple in the middle of the street. If they're completely spiritual, they're spiritual. They don't eat. The angels don't eat. The demons don't eat. Actually, there is a demon that's half man, half... It's a different story. But anyway, Rabotai, the reality is if something is completely spiritual, it doesn't eat. It doesn't consume anything. It doesn't have a diet. It doesn't go on a, Atkins. Only eats no carbs. Nothing like that. But how is it that the most spiritual thing we have, our own neshama, needs something physical? The philosophers were confused. Then comes Rabotai Karim, the Kabbalah. And the Kabbalah tells us the secret. What's the secret? The secret is, Rabotai Karim, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu put a spark of spirituality in everything. There's a little bit of spirituality, there's a small little nefesh, there's a small little neshama, if you will, in everything. And that's what the body is eating, the physical, but the neshama is getting life from that physical, but from the spiritual aspect of that physical. Now, HaKadosh Baruch Hu put something spiritual into everything, and there's a few places that is discussed. In the Torah, a few weeks ago, we read Parashat Shmini. In Parashat Shmini, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us, don't eat certain food because it's not kosher, and it'll make you impure. Now, when you think about it, what does that even mean? He's got 4 legs, he's got 4 legs. He's got fins, he's got fins. Why is this one pure? Why is that one impure? How does my body know that? In the end, whether you eat monkey or you eat a cow, they're both going to turn to blood. Whether you eat a lion or you eat a lamb, they're both going to turn into blood. In fact, whether you eat a kosher cow or a non-kosher cow, it's still going to turn to blood. So how come the kosher animal is going to make me pure, but the non-kosher impure, even if it's the same exact animal? You got 2 cows. One Mustafa slaughtered it, one Rabbi Akiva slaughtered it. How come Mustafa, his cow, if I eat it, I become tameh? But if Rabbi Akiva slaughtered it, I become ta'or. I'm good. I stay pure. Same cow. So now, the Kabbalah explains to us that the different animals that HaKadosh Baruch Hu permitted us to eat is very different animals than the animals that we're not allowed to eat. How are they different? Their nature, their midot. If you notice, the animals that we're allowed to eat, the cow, the lamb, the deer, these are what? They're not only vegetarian animals, but they're very gentle animals. They're very gentle-mannered animals. They're not aggressive animals by their nature. They're not aggressive animals. They're not looking to go kill people. They don't go hunting anyone. They just sit there and chew. The animals that we're not allowed to eat, on the other hand, are very aggressive animals. The lion is a predator. But what about the mouse? The Gemara says the mouse is a evil animal. Why is the mouse an evil animal? What's so? It kind of looks cute on TV. Except if it's in your house, then it's not cute at all. But if it's on TV, it looks cute. You know, small little thing. How come? On the screen, it's cute. How come Gemara says it's evil? Because it has a destructive nature. It just goes and destroys stuff. Goes into your closet, starts eating your clothes. Starts eating all types of stuff for no reason. Doesn't even benefit out of it. Just destroy stuff. Torah doesn't like destructive personalities. Why? Bal tashchit. You're not allowed to be destructive. There's a mitzvah in the Torah, you're not allowed to be wasteful. Just destroy stuff. Somebody gives you a sandwich, take a bite, no, I don't like it, throw it out. It's not good. Not good nature. Being wasteful. Why are you being wasteful? If it's good, if it's this, you have to find, you don't like it, okay, give it to somebody that does like it. Don't just throw stuff out. A lot of people make these big weddings or big parties. They order enough food to feed a civilization. At the end of the night, there's $5,000-$10,000 worth of food still staying on the table that nobody ate. All that stuff goes in the garbage. There's people that can't even eat. They can't eat. Instead of making sure that every one of these halls, every one of these parties has somebody designated with one role for the whole night. What? Wait for the end of the night and come collect all the good food and go give it to some shelter. Go give it to some homeless people. Go give it to some poor people. You know how many people you can feed with just the wedding parties and the bar mitzvahs that they have? Some of these places, some of these people have these parties. They literally spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on these parties. You think people are eating all this food? When people show up to these parties, they're so big and so glamorous, no one wants to eat all the food. They just want to take one bite of every little thing because there's 87 different dishes. 87 different types of meat, 87 different types of chicken, 87 different types of salads, 87 types of cakes and this and that. By the time if you eat a little bite of every little thing, you gain 25 pounds. You know how much food is wasted? They throw it in the garbage. That's a sin. Bal tashchit. You have to designate somebody to go collect all that food and go give it to a bunch of people that need it. Yeah, but I'm going to find them. That's the mitzvah. Go find them. Go find them. Don't be wasteful. Gemara talks very harshly about people that are wasteful. Kadosh Baruch Hu says you're wasteful, I'll just end up taking everything from you. You end up losing money because of it. So be very, very careful with being wasteful.